Hi, I'm Mary Glass, and I'm president of the Manatee Education Foundation, and this is the 21st year for the Phil Galvano Golf Classic. 21 years. It's amazing. This is my 11th one that I'm doing, but to think that this was 21 years, even right here at Legacy. So not only have we had it at the same place, but it's gotten bigger and better every year. This year we set a record over $420,000. Wow. I believe it might even be going into more than that, but for right now, we are excited. It just shows to show you the kind of support that people will give to the public school system, but also for Senator Galvano and all of his wonderful things and what he's been doing with us for so many years. And we are so, so proud to be part of Senator Galvano's, sort of homage to his father, and that we can be there to help, raise the visibility and just really make this thing a bigger and better every year. I mean, we've got Pier 22 out here doing the big lunch today. I've got Jay Gordon as the DJ. We've got tons of people on the holes, Anna Marie Oyster Bar, all the folks. We've got Tito Vodka doing a pro shot. We've got just tons of food from Bridge Tender. There's also music. Oh, it's fabulous. We've got the Southeast Drumline, and also #1 in the state, Vex Robotics from Braden River High. So really, we couldn't be more grateful that we have this kind of support, not only from Senator Galvano, but also the community and all the wonderful people. It's like a big family that we have around this, and we've all get together every year. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I think, Charles, one of the things is they see how we rally around and get involved in programs within the school, like the Vex Robotics, support music, support the arts. There's many areas that we get involved with, and we work very closely with the school district. We've got an exciting program coming up called Soar and for preschoolers. I mean, there's just a lot going on. We've got a magnificent board, but also just the idea that supporting our children and making things better in the classroom and for our teachers, because many times I get many requests throughout the year for those small things that they can't get the funding for. Not only maybe the district cannot fund, its tax dollars cannot fund, that the foundation can supplement and help. And that's another big thing here, is that matching grants are such a vital part of the foundation and around the state. There's 67 counties, and we're all part of a consortium, and we really have relied on the support of the matching funds, because with those you get the corporate partnership with the school district to help support programs. So it's exceedingly important that we continue this type of things for our school district to make it better, because they are constant need of helping up the grade, up the supplies, all the things that are needed at the school district. So anyway, we're glad to be here. Yeah, the best way for people to find out how to donate and give to the foundation is go to mefinfo.org, and that way you'll get all our contact information and can get in touch with me directly. So thank you again.
I remember the very first one we had, we raised $11,000 total. Big changes from then to now, and we'll do close to $500,000 here today. It's a cause that's easy to support. We're actually enhancing education for thousands of students, and the support that I get from around the state and actually from other states at this point is just phenomenal. It's heartwarming and it's meaningful to me because it's in my father's name. I can say with confidence this is the best golf tournament, charity golf tournament in the state of Florida, if not the nation. People come from everywhere to be here. In fact, I'm looking right over there. We have the majority leader of the Florida Senate standing there. So it's really, really phenomenal. We get to showcase where money from this tournament goes, and that's very important as well. There's really nothing more important than education. Everything good or bad in life can be related back to education or the lack thereof. And we all know it. And I love the fact that everybody's come together for this. I even see a former majority leader from Miami's right here, Alex Diaz de la Portilla. Alex, good to see you. We're very pleased to have all of them here.
Hey, Marines! Yes, sir. I'm here with Braden River High School's Engineering Design and Leadership Academy. And at the Academy, we have a robotics team that's one of the top robotics teams in the country, and absolutely first place team in the state of Florida. And we've been supported by MEF, Manatee Education Foundation. Year after year, we've had our drone team has done excellent things. We're winning at the state level and at the national level. We just got back from a world competition. It was just phenomenal. It's been a great supportive cast with Mary Glass has done a great job for us. The Manatee Education Foundation, I just can't thank her enough for all the things that she's done for us. And it's really an honor to be here today. Well, some of these kids, they're brightest minds in the country. Not just here in Florida, but in the country and in the world. We have one of the best robotic builders, I think, in the country. And they do things autonomously that, I think Uber and Amazon and those companies really need to take a look at some of these kids because, honest to God, as far as employment goes down the road, you want these people. These kids are phenomenal. They're excellent. They've got great minds. They're hard workers, and they know how to persevere their goals. After they leave our program, they go on after winning at the state and national level and world level. They go on to colleges, and they're doing some phenomenal things. Our team from last year, which was one of our top teams, the Toolbox I called them, they just won the Gator Award for engineering, $25,000, and it was very, very nice. And that's out of graduate students and everyone, and that's probably one of the first times that a group of freshmen have ever won the Gator Award. So that's pretty exciting. Well, a lot of kids are choosing to come to our school because of the program. Year after year, Braden River High School is the top program in the country. For the past 12 years since I've been there, we started out, the worst that we've ever done was third place. And ever since then, we finished in second place. And then for the past 6 years, we were the top team in the state and in the country. And that's pretty nice. Our Technology Student Association has broken every single record that has ever been in existence as far as the 36 events. Last year, they brought home 20 first-place trophies this past year, and 32 trophies overall. It's really amazing. I'll tell you, the Manatee Education Foundation does a lot of things for a lot of schools, and honestly, without their support, we could not do what we do. They've supported us as far as the drone team goes and the robotics team goes and our Technology Student Association, TSA. They've done some great things to help us, and year after year, that's what they do. They constantly give back. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today at the Galvano Classic. I know it's going to be a great day. Our kids are going to perform. You're going to see some really amazing things come out of Braden River High School students, not just now, but in the future.
Jordan was driving.
All right, so basically what we're trying to do is we have 2 robots playing at a time, and we're trying to get the most amount of game objects onto the opponent's side of the field. So whoever has the most on the opponent's side will win the match. So it's a back and forth game going one opponent throwing him over and then you throwing him back over, and it really comes down to the end. It's very similar to basketball as you're going back and forth, and it really comes down to those last final seconds. Along with throwing the objects over, we also have a hanging bar, which you can see in the corner of the field. So at the very end of the match, we could actually hang our robots above the field in order to get some bonus points. Well, one real big thing is that you'll never get a robot perfect on the first try. It's a lot of trial and error, running robots, finding different ideas, tweaking it a lot. We basically build robots, we find out what's good about it and then what's bad, and we try to improve, of course, all the bad parts. So we've led to a whole bunch of innovations, such as improvements to our claw, which you can see, flipping it back faster, and really how to get this thing faster and be able to score better, so we could be win more.
Rubber band physics and gear ratios. Like, before the robot over there, we started with a catapult design that had to use rubber band tension to get the stars, the jacks, and the cubes into the farther zone, which then again scores more points. Right. Also, different gear ratios makes you go faster, put your arm up faster, like Jordan was saying. Well, Brulu is kind of the mastermind here.
Father.
Yeah, he's the father, I guess.
The guru?
Yeah. He helps us with, public relations, getting places like here, sponsorships.
All right, well, we've been to competitions, all over, all the way down to Miami, up to Tampa, around the state of Florida, as well as the state, national, and world conference, which we actually just came back from Worlds not too long ago. We were both division quarterfinalists. That's actually one of the toughest part is, in VEX competition, they have something called qualification rounds, where you're actually paired up with a random alliance. And at the world level, you have people from all different countries. A lot of them don't speak English, especially some of those Chinese teams. So one of the biggest parts is trying to communicate with them and, develop a strategy without being able to actually talk their language, of course. But yeah, it's definitely a really big learning experience, meeting people from all around the world and building relations with them.
Well, I got to tell you that here in Manatee County, we have a pretty unique situation. We start kids at the elementary level, and then they go to middle school, and then when they get to high school, when they come to me, I'm fortunate enough to have the blessings of the greatest kids in the country coming to my program, and they choice into our program. But we have great support across the board. Mr. Doug Wagner has gotten me here to be in Manatee County and to teach here, and it's been truly an honor because these kids are outstanding. Year after year, Braden River High School has been one of the top programs, not just in the state, but also in the nation and among the world competitions. And I want to let you people out there at Amazon and Uber, that autonomous thing that you guys got going on, these kids have to run autonomous out their robots before they even get a chance to compete. And there's over 14,000 teams that are competing in the world competition. These guys that you're seeing here, along with Evan Lynch and his team in Brantley Dynas, they have outstanding kids at Braden River High School, the top in the state and nation year after year, and it's because of our great kids and the great things that they're doing. But it all starts from the top. You got to have the support. Manatee Education Foundation has been with us here for the entire time. Every time we needed something, they've always been there for us. Hats off to Mary Glass, hats off to Doug Wagner, and hats off to everybody in CTE, Career and Technical Education.
Well, for me, I want to program video games in the future, and so this is helping me with to gain knowledge in coding.
Well, as a junior, I'm going off to college soon next year, so I really hope to pursue an electrical engineering degree and, of course, something in the field involved in that.
My name is Evan Lynch. I'm from Braden River High School also. Robotics really got me into the engineering field, and I would like to pursue robotics engineering through the military one day.
My name is Reed Kaufman. I'm from Braden River High School. I'm a sophomore in 10th grade. I like it. I've been doing it for about 4 years. I've been doing VEX Robotics for 4 years. I really love it. I like being able to work with my hands and see a pile of parts come together into something this fantastic. So I am the lead of the green drone team for our school. We're working on developing different types of multi-rotor drones and flying drones. Focus, being able to focus. Good connection. Connection issues. So to race drones, we have 2 cameras on the drone. One is to videotape and one is for what we call FPV, which is first-person view. The first-person view camera is very low quality, but it has no latency, so there's no buffer between when the camera gains a signal and when it sends out a signal to our headset. We've been working with different things we found in the industry. One of the biggest things is long distance flight. So the battery technology just isn't where we need it right now, so long distance is very difficult. But as soon as that comes to where we need it, we'll be able to come up with different products.
My name is Brantley Dynas, and I'm head of one of the VEX teams at our school, Braden River High School. And I do a lot of the programming and driving on the team. In the future, I want to become a software developer of some sort. So this program's really helped me get a base understanding of coding.
Get involved. I started last year, and having no knowledge in this whatsoever. I just wanted to get my hands into this, and so really, that's all you have to do. Just walk up to one of us or any school that has a robotics program and say, hey, I want to do this next year, or I want to do this right now.
Definitely is just, try it out, get involved. I mean, I remember in my 6th grade year attending the first TSA conference I ever did. I got to see this for my first time, watching the robots go back and forth, and it really just hooked me right there. And I had no knowledge about it, I had no skills, and I had just, began to research and develop and build my skills up to the point where we started competing at, state, nation, and then world competitions. And it really just, made my interest grew, and I began to want to learn more about it, and it just really hooked me after watching it.
Last year was my first year actually being serious about it, and through these 2 years I've decided what I want to do with my life. I wanted to go to college for it. I'm attending Florida Polytechnic University for electrical engineering. It's Alliance against Alliance, and usually there's 2 teams against each other, but today we just have the 2 robots and the one-on-one. It's actually a little more exciting because we compete together and we work together. So we're matched up a little more closely.
All right, we have Evan going for a cube right there, throwing it over. That's going to be a 4-point in the far zone. Oh, and Brantley's throwing one into the close zone, close zone. All right, Evan just knocked off the stars on the walls, and those stars are really important because they're lined up right there. One stroke of an arm, and you can throw them all over.
3 at one time, 4 at one time.
Now, it's all about speed. It's not always about how many stars you can pick up at once. If you're able to get those really fast, you can get some big points. Evan goes with a 5-star load, throw them all over. Now remember, stars and cubes in the far zone are worth double points. All right, we have Brantley throwing some over, throwing some out of the park. Now we can see Evan going back and forth at that speed.
Cubes are worth more points. Look
Yep.
at this, folks.
Yeah, those cubes are worth double the points. So we have those cubes worth is 2 points in the close zone and 4 points in the far zone. So this could be very important. Oh, we thought big loads of stars coming over.
He's getting his stars.
Now it's good strategies to spread out the stars around the field because it makes it harder for that robot to go around.
But Evan comes back with 4 stars. Looks like he's sweeping up the corner.
Oh, Brantley's going for a big load of getting stars on the side. Hold it. Brantley's going. Oh, he's going for the cube.
Oh,
getting that over.
Those cubes are worth more points.
So in the first beginning of the match, you have a 15-second autonomous, which is going to be the pre-programming.
Now watch, get that hook.
Oh, now we have the hanging going on right now. Now,
look at
hanging
that.
at the end of a match is actually a bonus of 12 points. It could really make or break a match.
My robot is more specialized in throwing objects, as you just saw. We threw over a lot more than Brantley's team could because that is our focus. Our robot is much more competition-oriented than skills-oriented, and we end up picking people like Brantley to team up with us because they can specialize in that hang with it's worth so much in the end of the match. This robot is version 10 of our design. So we start in April every year. There's a new challenge released. And we started with a dump robot. We moved to this style robot. And then we even changed back to some others, trying some crazy ideas with pneumatics and other operated systems. And then we finally made this. Our robot, again, specializes in picking up this. We do that because we have those special things on the bottom that go under objects and can pick up massive amounts. Nothing's perfect, I can say that. But our design, again, allows us to pick up massive groups of stars like this and multiple objects at a time, stars and cubes. Also, our robot is a lot more stable because it doesn't hang. So we're able to flip other robots and we're able to stay on our feet no matter what.
One thing that we did notice, like Evan mentioned, is a big problem is, as you can see, Brantley, he's having issues flipping over. So one thing that we had is, you can see, is those wheelie bars on the back. That will happen, so if we push the weight back too much, we'll land on those bars, and that way we'll be able to stay stable. So Evan could show you. Those bars will keep us there, and we'll never have the problem flipping over. Definitely a couple of tries. We were thought maybe we could just flip over with the arm, and then we realized it'd probably be a lot faster to just put those on.
How many more up there, Casey? A few? Senator!
Say hello to Jimmy for me.
Matthew?